Okay, this is Fred Roberts. Man, it's a good day. It's January 11th, and today we have got a really good log home individual here. His name is Wilson Disch. He works with the company, and I like this name, Knaughty Log Homes. I like that name. That's a good name. I don't know who thought that up. That's a good name. But anyway, Wilson, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Well, I can't complain. You know what? We're about to die here in Texas. It's like 40 something degrees. We're freezing to death over here. So
Yeah, it's 40 degrees and warm out here in Oregon, so we're
there
liking
you,
it.
there you go. I was talking to Barb earlier. I think she said it was 32 below in Canada. So
Whew.
I know where I'm staying.
Yeah,
So
no kidding.
anyway, just to get rolling, if you would, Wilson, tell us a little bit about Knaughty Log Homes.
Yeah, so kind of just to touch on that first thing, the name. My business partner Cody and I started this thing, 6, 7, 8 years ago, something like that. We actually started building log furniture, and yeah, we kind of went back and forth, trying to figure out, well, what are we going to call this thing? And a couple iterations later, we came up with the little play on words there, Knaughty Log Homes. Did that for a few years, and then always knew, hey, we're going to move on to building log homes and cabins and big structures. That's what we were passionate about. And a couple years ago, we had the opportunity to come out here to Oregon. I was actually born and raised here, and combine two companies that have been around forever, Sisters Log Homes here and Swiss Mountain Log Homes, and basically rebranded, combined those under our brand, Knaughty Log Homes, and let it take off from there.
Great. Now I noticed looking at y'all's website that y'all do both milled and hand hewn, and there was two other ones on there. I don't remember what they were called. Can you?
Yeah, I think I probably had. I'd have to double check too, but Full Scribe and then Dovetail Homes. Yeah, so
okay.
It's just kind of the full gamut of what goes into a log home, and there's obviously different styles, different and like you guys know, across the world, right, there's different techniques for building these things, and that's kind of what we like to harness. Hey, yeah, we can do it this way, or we can do it this way. We have our preferred methods and nuances in each thing, but it's such a unique craft that we like to explore all options.
Everybody has discovered log homes, and everybody is staying extremely busy. I've talked to some people that are 2 years out on log homes, and give the audience here an idea of what happens if somebody walks in that door right back there and steps over that dog and comes in there to talk to you. What are you going to tell? How are you going to approach them? Tell me what they expect.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, the first thing is really just a conversation. We kind of do business on almost a handshake type deal, right? We're highly skilled, craft guys here. So they come through the door and, hey, well, what are you looking for? The first thing I have to talk with, prospective clients about is, hey, what we do is not a kit log home. You're not going to call us and say, hey, here's a floor plan I want. And we say, okay, we'll ship you the logs and you'll take it from there. That's not what we do here. We do fully custom builds with big logs, like you said, these different styles. We can do a mill flat, we can do a full scribe, X, Y, Z. So setting those expectations first. Hey, what are we actually looking for? And here's what we specialize in, how we can help you. And then from there, the next question I usually ask is, where are you at in this stage of log building, right? Is it just an idea where you're saying, hey, I do want a log home, let's go down this path? Or do you already have plans that you've been looking at, and is that something I can see? And then we kind of go from there. If the answer is, yeah, I've got some plans, well, okay, let's work off of that. If the answer is no, we don't, this is just an idea. Okay, well, let's talk about what you want, what you're thinking about in your house. We can look at some of the plans we've got that we've done before. And then I'm going to get you into contact with one of our architects so you guys can start going back and forth and actually designing, that dream build.
Wilson, what size homes will y'all build?
We kind of do a little bit of everything. Just this last year, we did, it was a standalone shell but it was really just a master bedroom addition, so it was 560 square feet or something, not huge, but yeah, sure, up to, as big as you can create it. We've done some massive churches, a lodge, different stuff like that. So basically the full spectrum, as long as the client and our expectations are on the same page. Hey, this is what I want. I want that look, and I want you guys to do it. We're more than happy to accommodate it. It just doesn't make sense in terms of budget and timeline with how far out we're booked, like you said. And then, what's the style?
Yeah. Now, do y'all have a preference where y'all get your trees at, or
yeah, that's kind of the
hand hewn or scribed or whatever? Go ahead. I'm
right.
sorry.
No, you're fine. But yeah, that's one of the main questions that people ask us. Where do your trees come from? And it's hard to pin down. We have a few different places that we buy from. We're mainly building with Doug fir, lodgepole pine. And really, I told you we're out here in Oregon. We're in Central Oregon, and Sisters is where our yard is located. And there's a lot of timber around here. Over in the valley, a little west of us, they got a lot of Doug fir trees. The lodgepoles more, around us, down south, Northern California, that kind of stuff. So we're getting most of our trees pretty local. And we try to, be sustainable in our mission, hey, we're building these beautiful structures out of logs, but we don't need to, clear cut, forest to do it. We think we can, hey, let's try to find these reclaimed logs where we can put a new purpose to them. And the other thing we do is plant 8 more trees than we use, right? So if we build a house and we use 100 logs on it, we're going to make a donation to a place called the National Forest Foundation, so they can go out and plant 800 trees to offset our usage that way.
Oh, that's great. That's great. The Oregon is probably one of the most beautiful states in the country, to be truthful with you. And I've been very
well. If we don't get into politics, it is a beauty.
Oh no, I'm not going to talk politics. You don't want to talk politics with a Texan. There is no other politics other than Texas politics.
Amen.
But anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful state, Oregon is, and from the coast inward. And it'd be worth the trip. Somebody to go fly. Where would they fly into to get to your place if they wanted to come see y'all?
Yep. So the closest airport's actually Redmond, Oregon, and that's about 30 minutes from us.
Okay.
It's a smaller airport, so typically you have to transfer, from an international airport.
Sure.
You can get here from Denver, Seattle, Portland, that kind of stuff. If you flew into Portland, it's a 3 to 4 hour drive, depending on the weather and what kind of sites you're seeing. But that's kind of fun too. If you were using it a little bit more as a travel opportunity, I would certainly fly into Portland. There's a lot of things you can see between here and there that are, like you said, just stunningly beautiful.
Yeah. I'd encourage people if they're from out of state or whatever to fly in and take that 3-hour drive, because it's Oregon's a great state to see. But all right, so we know that you're trying to use reclaimed logs, and what size logs are most of y'all's houses built with?
Yep. Typically 10 to 12 inch tips is what we're using. It really depends again on what the client wants. That's something that we go over with them. Hey, that's definitely going to affect your price. What kind of species and what kind of diameter do you want to use on your home? We are under the impression, hey, bigger is better. We like to use big logs. We like to build cool things. It's just fun. Again, that goes back to hey, this isn't a kit cabin where we're getting perfectly milled 7-inch round, poles that are being notched out on a machine and then stacked up and shipped out, right? It's just a different game.
And you said it a couple of times, kit cabins. I see a lot of different builders and so on and so forth. And then again, I get to hear from a lot of log home buyers and dwellers. And I almost want to hang the phone up when they say, well, it's a kit. And I go, golly, you're missing the boat, man.
Yeah.
With a log home, you can use your imagination just tell these guys what you're looking for, what you want to do, and they'll build it for you. And I think that's what y'all would do, Wilson. So I mean, I appreciate you mentioning that kit thing, because that's horrible. But
Yeah, it's a
anyway,
different breed. I mean,
oh yeah,
when you're using these, logs kind of in their raw form, and obviously we're hand peeling everything. Everything's done by hand here. Um, you're harnessing that natural beauty versus just throwing it through a mill and getting this perfect, just round log. It might as well be a 2x4 then, in my eyes. But yeah, we like what we do.
yeah. Well, y'all do good work. I've seen the pictures. I hadn't personally walked up to one, but I'm going to, and I may have one insured. Who knows? But why don't you tell us, Wilson, a little bit about how we could get hold of you, or how an individual out there that sees this Zoom or this video, how are they going to get hold of you, Wilson?
Yep. Easiest way is just, hey, Google our name, Knaughty, Knaughty Log Homes. You'll see everything pop up right there. You can get on our website. We've got some cool features on our website. There's a kind of a cost estimator where you can go through and you can say,
oh, really?
Okay, hey, if I wanted, here's the species I want, here's the diameter I want, here's my square footage I'm thinking. You can kind of select all these things and we'll give you a rough number. It's hard to, in terms of the questions people ask, right? Where your logs come from is number one, and close seconds, hey, how much is this going to cost? So we try to give a ballpark of, hey, if we're just going to build you a log shell, which is, typically what we do, and with custom log homes, that's what they do a lot, right? We have a yard where we build everything on site, we tear it all down, number it, package it, ship it out, it gets set up, wherever that build site is. Okay. So in terms of just the shell, we'd like to give that ballpark on our website there. So that's kind of cool. You can see all of our contact info there. You can send me an email. You can give us a phone call.
What's your email? What's your direct email?
Well, if you're trying to email me, you can email Wilson, Wilson, at knaughtyLog.com. So it's KNAUGHTYLOG.com. And then our phone number, if I want to give that out, our direct line here is 541-549-5647. If you, remember flip phones and typing in those numbers, those last four numbers spell logs. So it's 541-549 logs.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, is there anything you'd like to add before we sign off, or?
Yeah, nothing off the top of my head. I think we covered a lot of the things. Yeah. Like I said, we try to be sustainable. We try to do big custom homes, and, our main goals as a business is to be the most professional and kind, friendly, and communicate better than anyone else. We know that, hey, this is a big investment, and the number one thing is, hey, let's just communicate. Let's talk things through and be in constant communication. And we find that works really well for our clients and gives us a lasting relationship. The crazy thing, man, it seems like 98% of our clients turn into close friends. We're calling them, we're having a beer, they want to come over, hang out with us. It's a fun business to be in, and you're always working with like-minded people.
Well, log homes, once you've lived in one, you won't live in anything else. And you're right, maybe the investment's a little bit more than that stick home, but you're not buying or building a stick home, you're building a log home, and you take care of it, it'll last you a lifetime, and somebody else's together. Go out on the prairie and you won't find the junk. You'll find a log home though. But
exactly.
Anyway, all right. Well, we're going to let you go, and I think you're probably people are going to be calling you, Wilson. You look like a pretty good old guy to do business with, and so I'm going to recommend it. And nothing else, you need to get that old skinny dog back there some dog food. Looked like he hadn't eaten in about an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, he's fluffy. Okay.
There you go. That's what they used to say about my girlfriend. But anyway, well, take care, and we'll see you again. And don't be surprised if we don't call you. in the future, we may get you to go out to a house, take your cell phone with you and just do an on-site video, maybe a cradle to grave thing with out in the yard where you're stacking them together, and then actually catch back up out in the field where you're putting a house together.
Absolutely.
Other
We'd
than
love
that,
it.
Yes, we
we're
can
going
do.
to sign off. And thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.